cryptocurrency breaking news room, and this is your host, Old Vincenzo, and we're going to go over the latest breaking news and regulatory laws that are being introduced into the coin world. And it's most importantly, to stay up to date on all of this is to hit that subscribe button, the like and the share, and most importantly, the bell notification to stay up to date and sidestep the old criminal gangsters that are out there trying to fleece, heist, and shiest you, yes you, the retail trader. Join Old Vincenzo. Peace and love to my beautiful audience. You can see whitehouse.gov, executive order on ensuring responsible development of digital assets, March 9th, 2022. Authority vested in me, the president, by the Constitution and the law of the United States of America is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1, policy adverse in digital and distributed ledger technology for financials have led to dramatic growth in the market for digital assets, which profound implications for the protection of consumers, investors, and businesses, including data, privacy and security, finance stability, and systematic risk. Systematic risk, crime, national security, the ability to exercise human rights, financial inclusion and equality, and energy demand and climate change. In November 2021, non-state issued digital asset reached a combined market capitalization of $3 trillion, up from approximately $14 billion in November 2016. Monetary authorities globally are exploring and in some cases introducing central bank digital currencies, while many activists involve digital assets within the scope of existing domestic laws. And this is going to be more things that come in the future as the United States government and world governments start to regulate crypto. And there is going to be a world digital currency coming soon. You're already starting to see it slowly be implemented across China and across a few other countries that have introduced laws, regulations, and digital currencies. The United States central bank digital currency, or as I call it, the Fed dollar, is supposed to start coming online in 2013 or 2014 via the Federal Reserve. Stick with Old Vincenzo. Join my YouTube partner page, Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, for the latest updates. Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing in this afternoon update. You can see here we got the US dollar up 0.25%, but it's still below the most recent run-up, which actually may have taken place earlier today. It did. You actually breached your old high, and you can see we've continually stayed above this 200-day moving average, and the hour time frame when I'm watching for closely is a breach of this 200-day, which would indicate a fall in the US dollar, maybe back into some support zones and a bullish consolidation down into that 105.69 to perhaps as far down as 101.102, because we have a target way up here to the upside, initially at 112, and then eventually all the way up here at 120.909, and we've been watching out for that for quite some time. And if we take a larger look out at the macro time frame, if we did indeed hit those levels, that would be a nearly fresh 20-year high, not seen, 23-year high, not seen since 2000, 2001. We hit a couple of times up there and got harshly rejected. And that's our next major area of upper resistance that you would have to watch out for perhaps a gigantic double top there in the US dollar, as we can see how high up that is. And we triple topped up there last time back here about 23 years ago. And that might be where we're trying to go, as we're already at over a 2-decade high of a close that we got up there. And we're going to try to get up there, or a two-decade high in comparison to the euro on a close last week. So we're going to pay attention to that very, very closely. And as we look at XMR real quick, you can see this is one of my top 5 cryptos you must own as this bear market continues for the next bull run. But you can see right now we're coming up to that 100-day moving average in blue. And that's your major area that you need to stay or try to get above to get short-term bullish. If you can get above that 100-day moving average in the daily time frame, you can get bullish. If we look at it at the 4-hourly, we've already breached it, and we've gotten above that critical white support zone. And you can see our target here, which was from this double bottom right here, from the bottom of the double bottom to the neckline to the point of a breakout, and that gets you right up there to that upper target in the short term. And what we're watching out for is if this comes back and back tests this red zone, can it stay above it and kick to the upside, right? Or does it just continue up, which is bullish? But in the bearish case, it would slip the moving averages, slip that red line, come back down and start using it as resistance, and then it would trade back down towards a triple bottom, right? So that's what we're watching out for. And the XMR price, as we do know, our start of our accumulation is down there at about $96. It seems like a far, long way, impossible way away, but I do believe in the intermediate midterm that we're probably going to get down there on the next leg to the downside in crypto, and that's where we're going to start accumulating massively. And you can see the algo, after it had this big flush last week, 2 weeks ago, not the weekend we're in, but the weekend prior, it came all the way back down to that bottom volume indicator zone at 27 cents and found support just like it did back here. And now to remain bullish, you just have to stay above that bottom 27 cents. You got to stay above that, fight over these 200-day moving average right here, and then you can try to get all the way back up into the major upper resistance at 35 cents in the short term and the micro time frame, and that's what we're watching out for. But the next leg to the downside is most likely going to bring you down here to the top part of the shithouse at 25 cents, and then eventually into our golden accumulation zone, which you can see that's down here. Let's get that more on the screen. Our golden accumulation zone starts at 15.5 cents and goes down to 11 cents, right? And I do think we're going to have an extended period of time in algo to accumulate. Another one of my top 5 cryptocurrency coins as this bear market continues. Then we have a little Cardano love, which is pumping right now. And you can see Cardano back tested this beautifully. Remember when we were watching this and it ran all the way up into here? Well, it came all the way down, back tested the falling channel and the underneath support from the flash low, support, and hit both of those lines beautifully right there over the weekend, and it's kicked back off to the upside. And right now you're above the 200-day moving average, and as long as you stay above the 200-day moving average, you can remain bullish, and we're initially bouncing off of that, and then we can try to fight our way back up to the 60 cents, a critical major upper resistance, and that would be where we would have to see if we can break that to get even more bullish and get up to that 80 cents, or if we break down and you come back down to this underneath 42 cents, you want to hold that, or you would get bearish and you would probably slip all the way back down to the bottom part of this falling channel. So in the short term, this 40 cent level, 43 cent level is your critical support, and that 60 cent level is your critical upper resistance. And that's what we're watching out for. But right now, it had a bullish confirmation or a bullish bounce on that consolidation down there at that horizontal 42 cents and that descending falling channel, right? So that's what we're watching out for there. And then in the old on the XRP price, you can see we're bouncing, like we were talking about earlier, off that red volume indicator support zone beautifully. And as long as we're above that 32 cents, you can remain short-term bullish, and you can try to make a run up there to that 37 cent major upper resistance. But if you break that 32 cents, and right now we're just trading choppy and sideways, you would come down to that 26 cent level or the next leg down. And the top part of the last line of defense to the shithouse. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love to my beautiful audience.